So here's a little trick for you. If you ever need to grind up health, just go to the lava sanctuary. Go in, get the red lumps that spawn directly opposite you, then leave, then repeat. Anyway, greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac. This is Let's Play Rayman Revolution. I cannot tell how many, there's one cage here, and I think 90 lums. But yeah, today we tackle the prison ship, the last level of the game. Did I say welcome to I'm Ekamac Let's Play Revolution? I don't know, probably not, that's completely mangling the sentence, but this is gonna be hard to get 100% on.
A special guest.
Rayman poisoning your life, I've got the antidote. Equipped with the latest power booster, nothing can stop it. You can control it yourself or put it in self-pilot. It can kill, crush, destroy, torture, pull ears. Its legs are programmed to squash fleeing victims. In short, it does everything, except the dishes. Don't forget the name of this model, the Grolgolf. Decide quickly, I have other clients waiting.
With this, I could destroy Rayman, crush him, smash him. I'll take it.
You won't regret it.
Here's your money. It's all there. Count it if you like.
Oh, I trust you.
So it looks like Razorbeard is upgrading himself to a final boss. And funnily enough, that guy... so, when Ubisoft were first working on Rayman 2, it was going to be another 2D platformer game. But then the 3D platforms started becoming trendy and they thought, we could probably try this. But they didn't want to muck up their title game, so to speak, with what... because Rayman is still kind of a big thing, even if it is destructively hard. So they made Tonic Trouble to practice with the 3D gaming. Once they were confident in their abilities, they went and made Rayman 2. And I don't know the exact specifics of how, but that guy who Razorbeard bought from, and I'm just going to kill myself here so I can get to the lums I missed. I don't want to have to redo this 90 lums stage. But yeah, that guy is the guy that we were buying from, or rather Razorbeard just bought the Grolgoth from. He's from Tonic Trouble. It's the end of the game, it's not nice. It's wood, and yet its sliding mechanics fantastic. It's also falling apart as we travel through it for some reason. I don't get why. I don't get why there is open lava in here, because that would definitely destroy everything. I don't know, maybe that's how they power their ship, with lava. The slide mechanics are not particularly well tuned, let's be fair. Some in a row. I find that the trick with this is actually don't try to slow up, down, or speed up. Those cause you to go wonky. It's better to just make small short corrections with turning left or right and pray that you're going to go... Well, I guess you might need to speed up if you need to make a specific very long jump, but other than that, you just focus on things. And here things get much trickier because you've got switches to hit to open the route for you. Yes, there was one at the start. I'm sure I'm going to die soon. Yep. It's a nasty jump. The switches at least stay activated, so you don't have to make those crazy shots every time. It's also sort of come full circle, hasn't it? We started our journey on here. Oh dear, I can tell that lum back there is going to be awful to get at. Polycus gave us a full health bar, and for some reason everything is hurting a lot more now. Sort of feels like, why bother if everything's going to be so devastating to fight anyway. Buddy! It's better than not doing anything. This jump is not going well. See, logic says you should aim for the lowest point, but it doesn't give you a lot of time to... Oh dear, this is not going to be easy. The switch is there to lower this down, otherwise there's absolutely no safe way to go. The switch there lowers that down, but I don't care. Also, the music has gotten a bit dynamic. You probably can't hear me because I'm talking over it, but it sounds like it's just a small... You've got a small loop here, but the further you get into the level, it moves into different parts of the track. So here it's just... Dun 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 dun. Now it changes. I need to stop being so indecisive. I need to go, right, this is... I missed that lum. Time to KO. It's funny, I have the lums radar now, but now getting 100% of the lums is difficult, is still as difficult as the rest of the game without it, simply because these... It's on a part where you can't go back. Hit that switch to lower that down so you don't get moshed. No, 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 no! It's the very end! I can tell it. Oh wait, no, not yet. Look, we're still in the second part of this 4-part area. And we've already got... Well, actually that makes sense. Actually, no. We're... Yeah, I don't know. Halfway through the level, more than halfway through the lums. Yay! Take your own input from that. Now do what we can to slow down. Except it didn't count, we got the lum there, so we're fine. I now have to make a very slightly glitchy jump over it. And now the end. We were right at the end of this segment. I'm sure I'm gonna get my game over here. Like, we've already burned through halfway of our health bar. And this is the easy part. This gets much harder. Jump. And I think don't jump at the top of this because that overshoots you. This is the only point where you can go back up the hill, but... Okay, that's all the lums in this area. Please don't let there be one in the first phase that I missed. I can't remember if I did, but I'd be very upset if that were the case. Anyhow, this area, I remember very clearly that in the base PC version of this, I don't know whether it's going to be the case here as well or not, this is actually sort of a mini-boss. There is an enemy super pirate around here who'll die. Okay then, so we just have some red pirates. But yeah, the Ninjaws pirates that Razorbeard's bodyguards, they would actually, one of them would actually be here on the hunt for you. And what he does is actually kind of despicable in that he's going to hide on, he's going to be way up on the sky where you can't even hope to see him. And he'll jump down right on top of you. If he misses, then he'll swing his hook at you, but if he lands on you, then he'll just jump straight back up before you can recover from being stomped. It's a walking shell. You can actually hang on to this grating, which is how you get at the bits that are just out of reach. And there's a yellow lum way over there. I have had enough of these walking shell segments to last a lifetime. We're on a flying shell. Steer with the analog stick. Stabilize with L2. This is even worse than it looks to control. When I remember in my youth when I played this game, there were two things that held me up. The first was the Cave of Bad Dreams because it just outright terrified me. The second was trying to control this with directional buttons. Because a delay. That's really what we wanted. L2 basically locks you onto a single axis, so any turns you make will be the turns you. So basically, when I turn left or right, Rayman moves left and right, but it also tries to rotate me in those directions. L2 just locks it to the rotation, which is technically easier to do, but it's also a bit less responsive, shall we say? Which is bad because this is the practice segment. They expect you to do a lot with this bloody flying shell. Yeah. And of course, because it's me, I'm going to have to do this a lot of times in order to get the... I'm gonna have to do this on PC so I can get the Hall of Knowledge bonus, which apparently no one ever checks out anyway, but I still do it because I have to. Okay, where's the lum? I don't want to go that close to the lava, but I have to. I think this actually controls even worse on the PC, if you could believe it. Anyhow. This is most definitely not fun. I have to get all the ones on my first try. I really don't want to come back and do this again. Well, we've at least got all the lums in this area, and from the second half, the slide, we know that for certain. Lee has a mini game she wants me to play. The funny thing is that the opening demos for the game the opening demos for the game will actually show this section. I don't really get why they give away what the final level in the demos, but yeah. And now, the section that stumped me for basically forever. Because not only is this actually rather difficult to do, but they added a lot more clutter to this section, meaning it's much harder to focus on what you're doing. They've got boxes and pipes and all sorts of nonsense around, getting in the way and distracting you. Incredibly rude to have one of those timed red lump sections right there. Don't even say otherwise. And because of the wonky way this area was built, I can't tell if I'm missing things or if what? Or if it's just pointing out things on other sides of walls that I can't quite get to yet. And oh boy, this segment, I hate this section. So, I should... Ugh. So there's actually two endings to the level. There's the route that I was on before, and there's this area here. So the area where I was getting shot at with lasers, trying to get through there is awful because it'll convert you back into a walking shell for a while, greatly reducing your ability to evade those lasers, and if you touch the ground, then you insta-die, no questions asked. It is actually extremely hard because it keeps throwing off your angle. It keeps changing, forcing your angle of travel down, and it can do it right before that tunnel, which is awful. Meaning you've got no time to figure out, hey, which way am I supposed to go here? And then die because that's the very end of this section, and it just gives you a basic, right, you beat the level, time to go out. But if you were to follow the red lum trail up to here and find this section, well, it's a lot longer, yeah, but in just about every version of the game, if you take this route and get to the end of it somehow, which granted is not easy because you're riding the flying shell. And they put a bookcase there, meaning that it's there's a jutting part out that's going to kill you if you don't get away from that wall ASAP and make that stupid turn. But there's actually a different cutscene to end out the level. But the thing is, there are lums on both parts of that. You saw. And the fact, actually another thing I hate about those lasers is that for some reason the timing for it can be off to the point that you can get shot at twice or several times in quick succession, preventing you from ever being able to break out of your downfall loop, and I keep falling for that stupid box. Oh, bookcase. But there's lums on both routes, so to 100% you have to go through this stupid level twice. Go through that obnoxiously difficult to rail grinding section, and then go through the flying shell. No, I missed a lum. Frickin'. Yeah, I'd know. You shouldn't introduce mechanics in the final level of the game. And if you should, you shouldn't have them being this... Like, this is final world difficulty. I will give it that. It should be this difficult because it's the end of the game. It should not be difficult because they are introducing new mechanics and expecting you to play at final level difficulty at the end of the game. and there's just no time to react to anything. These lasers, I don't get how you're supposed to avoid the lasers. I try wriggling about a bit and flying crazily, and the problem with that is that it then throws off your ability to actually focus on how you're flying. You had functional flying mechanics before, and you threw them away for this. And you send me out here again, fantastic. These lasers don't give any warning. Actually, it looks like it's sending... Huh. It sent me straight back into the... I guess that's a Rayman Revolution change, where the alternate route will just send you back to that small tunnel with the red lasers, so they can have this cutscene regardless.
Move all the way back, kids! Follow me, my friends. I'll bring you back to Earth.
Or, you know, they could just go through the portal. Why those teensies couldn't open those portals from inside the cages, I don't know. Nope. But yeah, that's the final level of the game. All that's left is the final boss. But before we do that, we do have other little things to show off, and might as well show them off now, right? Actually, there is one little thing that I probably won't get to skip past, but yeah.
Bravo, Rayman! You did it! The pirate army is beaten! But for a total victory, you still have to beat Razorbeard! Jump on the missile! It will take you directly to Razorbeard! Jump!
I guess only the king has things to say, the others are just there for moral support. Oh yeah, we're going to show the final Lee minigame. The next episode will open with me showing the other magic well minigames, and we'll beat the final boss.
I can open a new door for you.
Ray type challenge though. Ooh, I think I remember what that is. That's actually kind of lengthy.
Well done, Rayman.
Right, it's a side-scrolling shooter. And if you get hit by enemies, you lose one of your lives. But if you defeat a wave, then you get red lungs. But you have to defeat all of the waves. One life left. You're gonna mess up your arm because of just how much rapid firing you have to do with this. And if I had done a better... Right. We have to fight Foosh again. If you had done a better job, then you'd probably have maybe 10 or 11 by this point. Yeah, you've got to fight him twice at least. Bats. Three more. Oh wait, there's the record. Guess you only have to fight him once then. But he's also going to be the boss here. It's weird because I could have sworn that he had the punch attack from the Golem 13 fight. And my arm really hurts from rapid tapping this button because I can't hold it down. I have to tap it, and the faster I tap it, the faster we shoot, right? Oh, my hand. I should die, but I at least want to beat the high score. Which is going to be Foosh again, because of course it is. Sadly, neither of us can attack backwards, Foosh. And that's the high score, so please die. You collected all the lums. Wait. I thought Polycus was supposed to give me max HP. And yet Lee just gave me an extra boost to my HP. This game. This game, man. I hate to get so negative at the end of the game because the rest of it was pretty decent. But the final level is kind of awful. Either way, next time on Rayman Revolution, we finish this. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.